Talking about a
Ayo!
fucking, talking about a winner on that one. That was like three
Yeah,
tries.
yeah. It's a
It's so
podcastrophe.
long. Yeah,
I
it's
love
been
that
so
shit.
long.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I like that shit.
Them dancing freaking skulls, right?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
that's free too, dude. That came with the package. That's the package deal, kind of like when you get a hooker. You get
Yeah.
a tongue in your ass package.
The tug of the ass package. Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Fuck. Episode 36. We could be fucked up because we haven't done one in like a year.
yeah.
Life happens. Joey's been knocking it out of the park, right, dude?
Yeah,
I've
I've been having good
knocking my head up
times.
against the wall,
Mickey
So
Mickey's hit
um,
Mickey's getting attacked by deers.
dudes are jumping out at me, you
Yeah.
know. And this time it's legit. It's not a DUI. It's fucking legit. I wasn't I'm not lying to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hey, no, good bro,
pass
good
out
thing
in
you
the
weren't
van
on
and
your bike.
hey, you hit the fucking deer or fucking hit a wall and say, yeah, fucking deer knocked out in front of me. Or
That's what
like
I was telling
five.
you earlier.
And
When this summer when I was over in Jersey, we were
yeah,
driving and the deers were waiting across the road. Like there would be like 3 or 4 of them just with their babies and shit. They're just waiting. And then
smart.
when there's no when we're going, we see them fucking walking across the road. I thought they
Yeah,
smartened up over the years. It's
yeah,
evolution,
nah.
baby. Evolution.
Hey, you know what it is? I work right next to the fucking Trenton Psych Ward, so the deers are probably fucking just as nuts as the people that
Oh
are
yeah,
living in.
they're getting meds. They're getting the meds in the garbage. They're throwing out shit.
Yeah, check the shit, bro. Fucking a. If you guys, anybody that's gonna check this out, this episode, dude, I work right down the street from the psychiatric hospital of Trenton. That place was built in like 1800 and something. It was like the first rehab I ever went to in Marlboro. It was,
Yeah.
I forgot the fucking name of it. New Hope. It was called New Hope. My grandfather was there in the 50s. My dad's
Oh.
dad
Oh no
for
shit.
electric shock treatment, and I'm there fucking 40 years later for junk. You know what I mean? But my whole point is this place is scary. It's fucking creepy. The dude that opened it, he was a doctor, and he was like a fucking nut. Like in like 1898, he was
Yeah.
like torturing people, like doing just like the Germans did with the
Yeah. I've
Jews,
heard of this guy. I forget
all
what his name
kinds
is,
of
but
crazy
yeah.
shit. Oh
Huh.
man, dude, it's a lot of bad shit. And I'm telling you, I drive by that motherfucker every night at night because I work the third shift, obviously, and that thing is so creepy. But all the deer, it's so big, it's acres, dude. And half of the place is abandoned, half of it's still standing. It's fucked up. I would love to be able to go in that place, dude.
Yeah.
I want to sneak in that bitch. If I had a pair of balls, I'd sneak in there at night.
Oh, is it
You
closed
know?
down now?
No, they run, bro. They
Oh,
got
okay, okay.
24/7 security, but there's a couple buildings and shit that's on the grounds that are
Oh yeah.
fucking
Bet
like
that
they're
shit's
like
haunted as fuck.
boarded up. Imagine that shit.
Yeah, no, you know what we'll do is when I come down in a few months, we'll go.
Dude,
I'll go
I'll
slip a
tell
couple
you,
bucks
bro.
to the. I'll slip a couple bucks to the
I'll tell you.
guards to let us get in there.
Fuck all we gotta do, fuck that. All we gotta do, cause that all we gotta do is just snip the fence wire. Dude, you pull right, it's so easy. Oh, it's so easy. All you need is a clipper to fucking cut the wire. To cut the fencing. The chain link. It's a chain link fence, like fucking snip, 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 snip. A little
Yeah,
bit bigger for me because I'm a fat fuck.
I give
But
a no, I
you
give
know,
a pass out a few hundos to fucking these guards. Yeah, we want to go in
yeah,
the abandoned places. We want to check out the ghost.
yeah.
You're gonna
Hey,
step in one time and run out. Not me. I don't give a fuck. I'm in there. I like.
fuck that, man.
I'm looking for demons.
Yeah, fuck that. I've had a demon
So
in me. Fuck that.
I got I got the devil in my dick and a demon in my semen.
Demon. Got the devil in my dick. I got the demon
And a
in my
demon in
semen.
my semen. Walking
Yeah.
around with my heart on bleeding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I haven't heard that in a long time, dude. Blood
Yeah.
Sugar Sex Magic, a great album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's when they ended the Upmo Lifto funky, like, okay, we're crazy type kid shit. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we're doing drugs and blah blah blah. And
Yeah.
then they went with Rick Rubin on that album, and it was fucking magic, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like them after. I don't like any of their other shit.
They do nothing.
But they do a Stevie Wonder cover.
Yeah, that was the one that got
Walking
him
on
popular.
higher ground. That shit
Yeah.
was I mean I used to listen to him back in the day with like because my boy Rich, you remember my boy Rich
Oh yeah.
Walker,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Rich used to be listen got me into that and like old stuff like and like I want to party in your pussy and shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. The
They had
Upmo
quite
Lifto. It was called the
they
Upmo
had
Lifto Plastic Party was the name of the album or some shit. The
yeah.
Upmo Lifto. Yeah.
Is that the one where
It
they
was
had
crazy, crazy music.
the one where they had the socks on their dicks and all that shit.
Yes. Yep, yep, yep. Socks on the cock. But they did
Sakatakak.
that at a show. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That was back in them days. Just like the Beastie Boys, bro. Beastie
Yeah.
Boys did the same thing. Actually, the Beastie Boys was a punk band. They had my buddy Dapper Dan. I believe he's passed away. Rest in peace from junk. He had a phenomenal record collection, vinyl. His father owned a record store in New Brunswick. And
Mm.
he had all this great shit, dude. But he had the first and only Beastie Boys, 12-inch vinyl, and they were like a thrash punk band in the beginning.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
they got all
Cookie
crazy with
puss
like
and shit.
chains and the shit, yeah. And then they were cool with that, but then they fucking grew up a little bit, and then they made, you know,
Oh,
right,
they made some good.
all that crazy
Beastie
shit
Boys.
in the 2000s. They
Yeah.
banked it in the 2000s.
Oh, they were great.
The Beastie Boys.
Two of them are still alive. The other guy he died of cancer. It's funny because I
Cancer of the balls. He got cancer of the
yeah.
prick. Remember that? Donnie Brasco. He goes, I got cancer of the prick. Do you believe this? Cancer of the prick.
Cancer of the prick. Um,
Cancer of the prick.
no, I was in Jersey. I was visiting Jersey, and I was actually on my way out of town, and I stopped at a Wawa, and like everybody was like so excited, but I just fucking missed it. I walked in and they said the Beastie Boys were just in here. They had all their names on. They donated money and put their name on the card, and it was up there. And they're like, and my boy worked there, and he was like, Joe, you just fucking missed the Beastie Boys. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's a fucking.
Like they were just
Florida?
in here. What? Like, oh no, this is in Jersey.
This is in Jersey. Well, when you were
Yeah,
visiting, that's right.
Yeah, this was years ago. It was years ago.
Oh man.
I mean, the album with Sabotage and
Yes.
That album. There was
That's
that
the
time
money
frame.
maker. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the money maker album.
Well, they sucked. They were like punk, and then they couldn't play fucking their instruments really good or anything, and then they learned how, and then for that, so they were, people grow. It's good.
Look at me.
I already. Hey, by the way,
I wish my dick would grow. I'm done on that one.
The
better I get, the smaller she gets. You know what I'm saying? Fuck.
Yeah, you gotta lose some weight.
My gut.
My stomach finally is like going down and shit. I lost some weight. I can see the tip. I can see the tip of my dick again. Just got to see the, and I got a big dick.
So you're fucking.
But I got a big belly, Yeah, so it's like, but it's still just, it makes you feel small when you can't see it because your belly's too big.
Yeah,
my belly's, the dicky do shit.
Like I always say, dude, it's a button on a mink coat. A button on a mink coat.
Yeah.
You got that little fucking little Peter.
Yeah.
Little Peter.
I never had a problem. He's like, Marcy's the only one who's not said I can't take it anymore. She's still taking that. She's like, she's great.
Yeah.
Every other chick I'm always with, they're like, they stop wanting to fuck, and then like they complain and shit. Like, it's too big, or like, because they think, when they get with me, they see how I'm short. I'm short. I'm short. I got small hands, and they're like, he's got a little dick, and then they're like, oh fuck, what the hell is this thing? They're like, what the hell is this?
He's got a calzone in his pants.
He's got a fucking strombone. Hey, yo.
He's got strufels coming out of his fucking nutsack. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, but you know what though? When you got a good woman like that, dude, that's good. It's not about the sex. You know that.
No, not at all. but
And
doesn't
you
hurt.
got fucking, oh my God. No, don't fucking
No,
hurt at all. But
I got a woman
you
that
gotta
like
live.
she loves me. She shows me how much every fucking day, and I do the
I
same.
think she fucking,
That'd be,
yeah.
she probably could do better, but no, I treat her
Nah,
good.
no,
She treats me good. We
I
don't have
think
no
she,
problems.
yeah. No, I think she like sometimes almost like is like a life coach for you. It seems like she brings you back to middle ground. Like, okay, Joe, don't get
Yeah,
nothing crazy.
yeah. When I
Chill the
start
fuck
going,
out.
like
You
I was
know,
doing it today. I came home and I was like, in such a great mood. Because I got my car running again. It didn't cost
yeah,
shit. It turned out the fucking guys who did my transmission didn't tighten all my wires. So now I can drive again. I'm making money. I'm fucking
yep,
busted. I made more than my goal this week. I'm about to. If I
yep,
get 6 more, I'm gonna go work. I'm gonna go on Sunday. I get 6 more rides. I get an extra $300 bonus on my shit.
yeah.
I met some
Yeah.
handicapped broad today, and nice
Oh,
woman,
no.
and I offered to help her out around the house. So tomorrow I'm gonna
Yeah.
go clean up. I'm gonna go clean her apartment, and like help her organize
Yeah,
some shit and make
yeah,
things like more accessible to her. Because it's a mess.
yeah.
I mean, it's not. It's a big place, but it's
Yeah.
nothing I can't. I can finish that shit in an hour, and
Yeah.
just
Oh,
like
yeah. Yeah.
and
That's why pricing out them jobs hourly, I
yeah.
learned myself
That's it.
doing
I
like
just told her.
anything on the
So,
side when I was a kid. Hourly
um,
sucks. You got to
I
do it by the
so
job.
like I said, I told her I'll do this. I thought I'll do this hourly thing for when I'm doing like certain things. But you started
Mhm.
asking me, I start doing like the meal preps and the meal cooking her food and and doing
Yeah.
all the running her all over the fucking place. Now she's gonna have to pay me more
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna use my
Yeah.
gas. She's gonna have
Yeah.
to help me
Very
out with
fair.
my gas. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna help her out tomorrow. I'm gonna lay down the rules like, look, I can
Yeah.
do, sir, tell me what you want me to do. I'll tell you what it is. Like, you want me to just like,
That's
straighten
it.
up your apartment? Because if I straighten up this time around, there's no way she can't fucking destroy it.
No.
So
Yeah.
and I'll come back.
Yeah.
I'll straighten out every time. That's the
Mhm.
$13 an hour bullshit. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you're
Yeah.
asking me to take you here and there. You're going to have to help me
Right.
out. You're going to have to pay my gas.
Yeah.
I want my
Of
gas
course.
taken care of. You want
Of
to,
course.
you want me to cook for you, you're going to have to pay a little bit much. I'm a chef.
Yeah. You
I'm a
make a
celebrity
fucking. You
chef,
got to.
I got my own
Yeah.
slap the meat, motherfuckers. Check it out.
That's right.
Like, comment, and
Exactly.
subscribe.
Oh,
Got some new slap the
dude,
meats coming out soon.
I put that on there.
Yeah.
I added it on there on the
Yeah,
thing.
I see it. It's always on there. You've had it. You always put it on there.
Have I? Dude, I'm so fucking retarded. I
I
don't
don't know. I
fucking
pay
know.
attention to the small stupid shit like that
It's,
nobody else does.
it's the little things. It's the little things, me friend. Me little things.
Yeah,
Right?
I trust me.
Yeah. So,
I
dude,
don't pay attention. There's a lot of shit I don't pay attention to.
yeah.
Shit, I forget my
I
name
guess the dude.
sometimes.
I guess the dude's not coming on. I sent him the link. Some
Yeah,
fucking some cool dude on the beach. I stopped there. I was on a bike ride on my
yeah.
bike, my motorcycle bike, not, and he was on his. I think he rode it from fucking 35, like South Amboy area, like
What, an actual bicycle?
yeah, like and then he rides it. I think. And then he has exercise. He's real fit and stuff, and then he goes for he swims in the water and shit. That's the take I got, you know. And I was just sitting there smoking a cigarette. We started shooting the shit, blew a bone, started shooting the shit again, and then, I got our It's a Podcastrophe stickers that the little round bangers I did the first guys around on my helmet, and he's this Three Stooges fan. So we started shooting the shit, and I was just like, yeah, me and my buddy I know for fucking 40 something years, dude. We got a little thing. Just started out. Go check it out. So he watched a couple episodes, and he was digging it, dude. He was into it. He was watching the ones with Danny and shit, with the fight with the family courts. And I
Yeah.
told him, I said, if you want to start, I should start with that. And then I said, go to Marcy for the mental health awareness one. The first we had one with Marcy that was the women's or men's,
Men's
women
mental health.
or men's
Men's.
mental health. Yeah, I said that was a fucking another banger, dude. That's definitely
That
top three.
well,
That
that one has our Marcy still has our highest views, right?
I think so. Very good. No, I think we got. I don't know which one, but I think there's one at 100 and something, but it's an older one. So, but
Hmm.
she's still up there, and for sure. I have to look. I think it was like
Yeah.
98 or 92, and then
No,
the week
Marcy had like Marcy
108,
had 113 last time I looked.
108,
And because
113. Okay, and then it was.
if
I
you
gotta
look in
look.
the you look there's somewhere, I don't know if it's in analytics
Can
or
you look
and it showed.
now? Hold
My
on,
wife
now I
had the
gotta
best
look.
one. Like no,
Yeah, I gotta
yeah,
look.
we gotta have Marcy on
Yo,
again. She just started her own practice. She's still building her client, trying to build clientele, and but she's got it going, man. So real proud of her
yeah,
that she put a
man.
lot of she paid this company, and they help with the they help take in the payments. They deal with the insurance companies and all that stuff. And then there's but she can only do therapy like in the state of Florida. But if she can do like coaching, like mental coaching for anywhere, like help
Right.
you get on track,
Yeah.
what you got to do, try to help you focus on that kind of path.
Yeah.
That's good.
Some people, the telehealth works. Some people it doesn't. Some people needs to see that person to be there to physically. Some people I know done it over the phone, worked fine, no problems. Some didn't like it. They felt it was too distancy. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's all on what their makeup is. So that's what I mean. You know what it is, dude. All this shit stems from COVID. People working from home stems from COVID. You know what I mean?
yeah,
A lot of stuff stems from COVID now. Not going to court for lame ass tickets. You do it right from your home now, remote. Boom. You don't got to go to court anymore
yeah.
unless you fucking hack somebody up. You dig?
Fuck that. You
But
do it. You get in fucking North Carolina. They make you go to court. I had to hire a lawyer to take care of my case for me,
yeah. Well, certain shit, I guess. But
just for a fucking speeding ticket.
oh, well, see, well, how fast we? Yeah, see, some states, if you're over like 25 miles an hour over the limit, I think they consider that criminal or a felony type
Yeah,
shit. You know,
it's
so
a
you can go
criminal.
rape some fucking 13-year-old girl and fucking get like 2 years, and you're cool.
Hey,
You
I think
know,
your boys come back on here. Somebody just came on.
I got to exit out to full screen. Who's this? Yeah, that's our buddy right here. There he is. Look at this guy. Can you hear us?
I don't
My
know.
wife helped me here.
Okay, now.
Shake your head.
Eh,
Kevin, we're shaking. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Okay. You can't.
There, Kevin.
There's no light here. You know.
There's no light. There's no light. There's no light on
No.
in the noggin
I'm
or
in.
in the house.
I'm in bed.
In your
All right.
fucking skull.
Bye.
Oh, look at him there.
There you go. I got.
How you doing?
That's
My man.
my nick.
The,
I'm
the
going down to
biker.
my studio. A
He's
little
going to
dark
a
here.
studio, bro.
I'm in the dark here. Here we go. That's
There we go.
beautiful night. Let me see. Put on the light in here. There we go.
Hey
There we
yo.
go.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Look at him.
better to
He's a
light a
skinny version of
candle.
me, right? He's like a skinny version of me, I think, with the
Oh,
hat.
holy
No.
shit.
It's my nephew. Oh, I got it. I was gonna do the whole man. This is the
Yeah.
look. Essay. He's
Yeah,
Mexican.
the cholo.
Cholo. My godson is actually part Mexican.
Yeah.
my
homie.
my granddaughter's part Mexican.
Yeah, Dag's
Great,
got
man.
some
I love
fucking
Mexico.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a surfing hat,
Fuck
man.
yeah.
I wanted this the Mickey tribute here, man. Hey,
Yeah, it's like
Joey
I was like, look at this guy. It's an older Mick. Yeah.
Yeah,
But Mick look,
yeah.
but yeah, it looks like you're in better shape than him though.
Fuck yeah. He is.
All right.
I was just Kev, I was just talking about you, dude. About when you were on the bike. You biked up. Did you bike up from South Amboy from 35
Yeah,
on your
I'm a
bicycle?
beach cruiser. Yeah, beach cruiser.
Yeah,
Not my
on your
scooter.
beach, yeah. Yeah. And then you go for a dip. It's all exercise, dude. The guy's like, I'm talking to him about like soda. He's like, dude, we got to get you off that soda shit, bro. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you gotta go.
right?
you know,
Right?
You gotta go to water,
yeah,
man. You drink some fucking water, would you?
I know. It's
You know what?
horrible.
It's my wife. Now, is this a good thing? My wife, like, she was introduced to a drink, bitters. You know, bitters. It has like
Oh, booze.
8%
It's got a little bit of
alcohol,
booze.
like
Yeah.
very little, but we don't drink. And I said, man, you gotta be careful with that. It's bitters is like a drink, and something you add with a cocktail, make a cocktail.
Yeah. It's like an old duels, right? But like it's like kind of like an old duels, got a little bit of booze in it, but it's an additive for like a different kind of like a drink.
It's
I
yeah,
heard
bitters.
bitters, like I love bitters. It's like a little touch of something.
Not the beer. There's a beer in England like bitters, but yeah, it's a little
Yeah.
bottle like it. And
Okay.
but anyway, she's
Shit.
upstairs. I gotta, getting healthy, man. That's the main thing, man. I gotta start with me first. And
Yeah.
she's like in bed. It's hard to. She'll take occasion, a sleeping pill, but she doesn't gummies, sleeping pill.
Yeah.
And the worst thing is these Nicorette. She quit smoking for 20 years. She went to visit her sister out in
So yeah.
out in Coachella land, out in Palm Springs. And she came
Yeah.
back smoking. She smoked after like 15, 20 years. She started smoking. Now she takes the Nicorette, and I said it's not healthy. She's been taking it for
No,
years.
fuck that.
No,
Fuck
Yeah.
that gum.
it's got
I
tobacco
did
in
the
it.
patch. I did the patch in rehab
Yeah.
like 20 years ago when they first. And I'm telling you, the patch works, bro. My father quit from the patch.
Really?
My old man quit for
Really?
using the patch. The patch is the best thing that I've. I love. Listen, I'm bad. I love coffee. I love cigarettes.
Yeah.
I can't do any, and I like to smoke a little from bud. You know
As
what I
long as it
mean? I
doesn't get in
can't
the
do
way.
nothing else, dude. So let me just
Right?
fucking
No.
enjoy my cigarettes.
Yeah,
But
man.
you got to be healthy. You got to, it's good to be healthy so you can stick around, be longer, so you can with your kids, see them grow and prosper.
Yeah, it is.
But
It's a lot of the way people make you feel good like that, because you can see these 100-year-old guys. Yeah, I smoke. I had a glass of
Right.
wine every morning. He's 110, but it's
Yeah.
attitude. It's like I went in the water. It was cold, and it's like, man, that's on your head. It's like, why do these
Yeah.
guys? David Blaine's in an iceberg. Why is these guys in Oslo swim the Antarctic, whatever? But
Yep.
yeah, it's a lot of like quitting. She quit with what do you call it? Acupuncture, and there's something to be said for like alternative. It's not all
that Eastern, that fucking I used to use creams and stuff from them. Like when I was taking Kempo, it's a Chinese art, and right next door to our dojo was a Chinese supermarket, and they had this. It's like the Mr. Miyagi shit where he fucking rubs his hands.
Yeah.
They had that shit. I tell you what, man, fucking fix my back, my legs up, everything.
Man.
Yeah.
Wax on, wax off, man.
Fuck yeah.
Wax on, wax off, motherfucker.
I did a lot more whacking on, whacking off. But
whacking do.
What are you gonna do?
There's a like psilocybin. It's they're finding it's for PTSD. Man, it's like thousands of years they knew that. And I went to college, I told you, in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I had like the best experience to do mushrooms for the first time. These guys, Mescalero Indians, they lived in our dorm, and it was, you learn it's a ritual. It's not like, hey, man, let's get stoned and go to see the dead.
Right, the whole thing. It's serious shit. Yeah.
It's like, Rastafari, that's a sacrament. It's like, we're normal.
Right.
We just eat the body and blood of some guy who walks on the water. And anyway.
Right.
But there's something to like, it's just it's now pharmaceutical. Watch the news, the fake news, and every commercial is what? It's something you have, something you were sick with. And if this causes a side effect, we got another drug for you.
Right.
Yeah.
You got a side effect drug for the fucking side effect on the drug.
Crazy, yeah.
So in other words, get that sugar out of your system. Get that.
Yeah, I know.
It's just like I'm hooked on it. I ate a whole bag of licorice. I mean, I couldn't stop.
Fuck.
Licorice is good for asthma, and it's the Australian licorice. It's really good, but they didn't have any, so they had one of those, the long.
I like the chocolate. I get the chocolate licorice. I love that shit. The Twizzlers makes it. It's fucking delicious. Oh,
I never see it. I haven't seen it since I
you
was
have to go you'll find it at Walmart. Walmart has it.
Okay, yeah.
Go in the candy section, buy Twizzlers, you'll find the chocolate.
Right? Yeah, chocolate. Wow. I didn't know
it's delicious.
Fucking Twizzlers,
we were on this Twizzler kick for like the longest time. I love Twizzlers. I'll fucking keep eating them. Like Three Musketeer bars. I'm fucking crazy for Three Musketeer bars. But the fucking, the Twizzlers, man, it was like I'm eating like pounds of it. I'm just like buying like 10 bags, and I'm eating like my wife likes the red ones. I get the chocolate. I like both of them, but and then I'm eating mine, and like I'm eating a whole bag of fucking chocolate, and then I'm eating all her fucking shit, and then I'm going back to my other bag of chocolate, and I'm fuck. But I can't eat sugar anymore, man. It fucks my stomach up.
Does it fuck your stomach up? See, I'm like a fucking. My stomach's like a fucking.
Right. Right now, I'm addicted to Three Musketeer bars. I'm starting to wean myself off them. I have a bar here and a bar there, but not like every single day.
When we I was buying bar, he's not talking about a Zanny bar either. He's talking about a bar of candy, motherfuckers.
You know what? No. Snickers bar was, like a power bar for runners and stuff. When my wife was a runner, she did New York Marathon twice. I would run with her because I couldn't talk. I never get to see her. So Snickers bar was my energy. I take a Snickers bar. People would have all this, but it is. It's just once in a while, man. It gives you that kick.
I had addiction to that too.
It's not, man. It's like if I had a whole, Mr. Good bar, Nestle's Crunch. I mean the big slab. Whole thing, man. I got to just do. I do smaller portions now. Like a little bowl with chips or something, man. Because it's a big.
Well, that's what they say. That's what they say, right? Portions. You can eat whatever the fuck you want. Just smaller portions.
You eat something salty with that chocolate. It tastes fucking delicious.
Dude,
that's fucking my comedian.
It's better, salt and sweet or shooting heroin. It's like it was like one, salt and sweet's up there, bro. I'm telling you.
Off smack and sugar, probably. Jeez, it's nasty. Yeah.
Probably, brother.
So I went.
Sugar's no joke. Think about it. Everybody's eating sugar since you're a baby. You don't start shooting smack.
Oh, I know.
And if you're really good and fucked up till you're fucking 17, 18, you know what I mean?
Well,
crazy. You're on sugar immediately, so to cut sugar out is pretty hardcore.
Kids like who grow up like eating fruit, I say, man, there's sugar and fruit, and these kids some kids never have candy. I mean, I grew up. My brother, I got all the. I used to hang out. The candy store was where all the greasers hung out. It was the pool table and the jukebox, and I used to hang out. My brother, like 12 years older. That's how I got the rock and roll history. We were at the Catholic school. My brother got kicked out. He was the bad. I was the good, the baby. But man, just hanging out at that, so much, not just the candy. They have the liquors with the whips, and anyway. But just like being with older guys, and I can remember
the vibes,
like hearing Van Morrison, Domino. The guy says, for the first time on a jukebox. I know a lot of songs where in a car, and now people are like, I'm gonna stream, or I was in someone's, we used to go after school, listen to Cheech and Chong albums and George Carlin and.
George Carlin.
Anyway, I just did something here. What do I got to get?
Now you grew up in New York, right? Country.
I grew up in South Amboy.
South Amboy, you grew up.
Yeah, right near. Yeah, you're like
so you're right by us, Joe. He grew up right next to us in Edison. Me and Dad grew up one house away in Edison.
Yeah, my family owned the Bomboniere bakeries.
He's the baker.
Yeah, D'Agostino. That's my father's Joe. My grandfather was Paul. My uncle Matt, Uncle Randy. Yeah.
Oh man,
D'Agostino's.
Who is this? Pope's Greenwich Village. Who is it? You mozzarella cheese. I got to tell you, it's not that good. Who's the guy?
Mickey Rourke.
It's not that great.
Eric Roberts. Remember, he goes, "Why you gotta eat like that? Like a fucking horse." Remember, he's talking about he's putting the slabs of gabagool and the provolone on a fucking big hunk of bread, big Italian loaf of bread, dude. He's just putting hunks of gabagool and provolone on it.
Gabagool.
Classic.
The gabagool.
Classic, Gabagool, gabagool.
I've been searching for that. I find it every once in a while. I'll find it, but it's hard to find here. They like it's just ham.
What? It is hard. It is hard to find the Pope of Greenwich Village if you want to like get it for free. You got to rent it. It's a great movie. That and Mean Streets. I was watching Mean Streets.
I'm talking about finding Gabagool. I've been looking.
You're talking about
you got me talking about Gabagool. I mean that.
You get Gabagool anywhere.
But not in Florida. In Florida, it sucks. You can't find. It's hard to find shit.
Yeah.
I found
back in the old days. All the mustache Pete's be down there.
Yeah.
But to get to when I see movies, like I remember in college, it was like 1980, early, where VCRs where they had you could rent them. It was even before Netflix and everything. And I rented from rented a BT. What do you call it? Not the VHS.
Beta.
Yeah, like Betamax. Yeah, and I had two movies. One was Top Secret with Val Kilmer. The other one was Pope of Greenwich Village. And I could rent it for a couple days, and I had to rent the machine though at it was a grocery store. It was Kroger's.
Oh,
Kroger's.
That's old school.
Oh wow.
And like Pope of Greenwich Village, man, I love Mickey, and I had to send, man, you got to see this movie, man. It's freaking, because I'm in Texas. I said, I got to show you guys in New York, man. It's like, that's
man.
Good
Great
talk about
movie.
movies, man. You guys got good taste in movies. I know that. I know.
Yeah, we do. We got a lot of good taste in that shit. But listen, Dags plays the drums. He does some, like I was telling you, he's a drummer. Nice. He does some stand-up shit.
Nice.
I was just talking to you just generally when we first. I mean, we only went. This is like our third conversation, so you were on the circuit. You used to do the Comedy Cellar. You were saying in New York City or run the city.
Truth be told, no, the Comedy Cellar and Caroline's were like the only two clubs I didn't play. It's tough. It's like comedy, but I'm Comedy Cellar. I go all the time. I go up. Yeah. I could have gone up. And what's her name in there? The owner, I can't remember her name. It's anyway. It's like I really wanted to, wait until I had something good. And at the time, I would go there, and it's like, at first I couldn't get in, but then when I got good, it was like, man, I'm ready. You really have to kind of work your way. That's the top club, man. That's the shit.
Hard.
And I'm like, this is my the peak. Someday I'll get there. And right now, man, that's something to work for, right? And Caroline's closed down. Caroline's down.
I haven't done it long, or I haven't done it in a while. Actually, it's been quite a few months since I've done anything. But I mean, I'm an open mic comic. I don't fucking pursue it. And I never do the same thing twice. I do all kinds, just do different life, stories, and I'm a hit or miss. Sometimes I'm good, sometimes you like, but I have a lot of I used to own a raccoon. I have a whole fucking thing about that. I've killed on that one. I try, it's hard to make like jokes about like old life, like breaking a finger or cutting a finger off, just edit that out. Allegedly.
Yeah.
So don't cut it. I don't give a fuck.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Kevin Clark. Allegedly.
But yeah, I recently I had to try to do some shit and I went to this. I finally after 4 years found this 3 years found this fucking club that was going to do an open mic and you could do anything. So I went there and they started reading the rules and no vulgarity, no cursing, no this. It's a family. And I was like, fuck, there's all my material because I got a lot of masturbation jokes. I've been dying to tell this one joke. So I got this joke where I'm going to do it in my ending of the show. All right, raise a glass to me. I'm celebrating. Somebody just dropped a lawsuit on me. And I'm like, hey, I got, it sucks because he was a good friend of mine. He's a really good friend of mine, but my dick had a lawsuit on me. And I'm like, he sued me for, but I met my wife before I met my wife. So this happened. So now, he let it go, but he dropped it. But, the first time my wife seen my dick, it was holding up a card that said Schmegler and Cockstein, attorney for bulls.
Attorney for bulls.
I haven't been able to do that one yet. Or now, I used to be, I got the, I had I had to come up with something for the next open mic to where I wasn't going to curse. And I tried my best. And I got a Jersey tick. Everything out of my mouth is fuck. I start with fuck. I middle of the sentence it's fuck. At the end of it's fuck. My dad hates it. But I went into my I used to be a gangster, and it's true. But now I'm a housewife. Now everybody's scared of me. Now everybody laughs at me. I'm a housewife. I say like I went from breaking legs to breaking eggs.
Hey,
breaking eggs.
Here's one for you.
Thank you, Smalls.
That's good. Like I beat. How hard do you beat? I beat my dick like it owes me money.
Yeah.
Or something like that. It's like. But yeah, all right. So yeah. Oh yeah, that's good though. It's like now. It's the hardest thing about writing material for me was finding my voice. Like I started out like, who am I? Like I got my friend Marty. We almost went to see Eleanor Kerrigan. We almost went to Uncle Vinny's. But
she's funny.
She was like,
That's Dice's ex-wife, Joe.
Eleanor Kerrigan?
Yeah.
Eleanor, that's the broad he travels with. She's fucking. She was a pro wrestler. She used to do WWF or WWE for women. She's a tough broad from Philly.
Man, I wanted to see her. I may still go because I hang out like after Vinny's. Like this is where I got my education. It was Comedy Cellar. Actually, I was like, man, I don't even want to go on stage. I'd be at the table just listen all night after a show, like 3, 4 in the morning. Go up the Olive Tree. They got even up there they got the restaurant. And guys like Judah Friedlander. You remember him?
I know the name. I know the name.
30 from Gaithersburg, Maryland. Anyway, he'd have a hat like world's best. It was kind of like almost like what was it, Dave, the Bob Einstein, the Super Dave. Anyway, his hat was always world's best. That.
Yes,
but
like the racing stripes on the side, like Evel Knievel.
Yeah, like that. But anyway,
that dude.
Like Super Dave Osborne.
It's like no,
Dave Osborne.
It wasn't his bit. It was just the hat he had. World's greatest. But anyway, he, just hanging with him, like he got me work on 30 Rock. And I was like, I did a bunch of shows, like since the first, pilot. He goes, hey man, this pilot's starting. And he, just getting these contacts. Like that's the thing when I was younger. I wish
You were on 30 Rock?
Yeah. I would do background. Like you'll see the back of my head. I'm carrying a paint can and, walking by, whatever. I'm like, like background. It's a show.
You're an extra.
Like,
you're an extra.
Yeah, an extra. Yeah. Oh, cool.
Whatever it is. Like usually we're on like they got the comedians and we're like background like we're just on the show, but we're not. We don't have any lines. We're either like a maintenance guy or you're you got me.
Your eye material.
Yeah, but he got me. But just listening to the table and meeting people. And seriously, I would make more if I thought about it the first time. The first time I did stand up, I was telling Mickey was in college. I never did it. It's class clown, and I won this. 3 of us got to go to Houston to a real comedy club, and that was I didn't realize at the time how bored. I knew it was great, man, talking to these guys. And on the left of me was Bill Hicks, and the right of me was Sam Kinison. And
nice.
Man, if I'm like thinking about it in the past, and it's like, at the time, it's no big deal, man. It's just a funny comedian. This guy's got his shtick. Yeah. But that's the easiest way to write material is if you have, like, I say my friend Marty, she's like almost like a Roseanne. She's married, she's got kids, fucking. She's like from Brooklyn, fuck. But
our kind of people.
Yeah, it's just being honest. Yeah. But anyway, what I learned, like at that table, that was better than being on stage sometimes. I mean, you have to get on stage, but it just said once you find your voice, it's truth exaggerated. It's just be that person, and it's so much easier to write for. Write for whatever Pee Wee Herman's. Or that's what I said. I wrote for Lisa Lampanelli. Because I knew her, I knew what she was about.
Fucking love her. I used to.
Did you write for her when she was heavy or when she was thin? Because I loved her when she was heavy.
It was pre. She must have had an emergency. It was pretty quick. I mean, operation. Yeah, she was heavy.
Yeah.
She was.
Yeah.
I was just starting out. I tell you, she asked me.
She was doing all the racist comedy, Mr. Ching
Oh
Ching, Mr.
yeah,
Rice.
that's
She was great, but she picked on everybody. She talked
Yeah, she
about
was great.
loving black guys, right? She
as long
loved
as it
black
was
guys.
funny. Yeah, she had
Yeah,
like a big
she was
gay
great, dude.
following. Gay black guys were like,
Yes.
but I couldn't do that the way she did
Yeah.
it. Like because I've
No.
written a lot of stuff where people says, you know what, this isn't for me, but I can,
Yeah.
someone, like to me, like fuck, I'm not from New York, I'm not streety as you
Right.
guys, but
Right.
that's another thing I learned. It's like, man, if you can't find a word, I mean, you can say fuck if it's, you got to. Richard Pryor, he does it enough and it fits him,
My,
but
Yeah.
a lot of it is you can't. To me, it's you can't think of something funny, to say.
Right.
If you say it too much,
Right. So
like
you
anything too
right.
much,
So you
anything.
curse.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
Lisa, she asked me. She goes, "Hey man, can you write something for me?" And this is the first time I talked to her, and I heard I read all these books. Don't ever write in a comedy store, in a comedy club. They'll think they think you're stealing
I think you're
jokes.
stealing your shit. Yeah.
He's there writing
Oh.
down, and I'm like, she goes, "Can you write something for me?" I said, I heard you weren't supposed to. I'm like, what? I'm not. Isn't it? She I started out as, what are you talking about? And she goes, no, write me some
Yeah.
material. And yeah, and it's just it's so easy to write because I know her point of view, and I never really
Right.
had a starting out. It's the hardest thing. It's like get it from you, whatever you are, get that voice, get your voice,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it just the thing is you just go out every night like open mics in Jersey. They would be like all music, and New
Yeah.
York was all stand up, all the open mics. So everybody wanted to be Seinfeld in New York, everybody wanted to be Springsteen down
Yeah.
here. But I
Yeah.
just
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a
Yeah.
harmonica and I just made up this blues character because I do voices and different. I was telling you we do murder mysteries. We wrote scripts, but I never like no one will stop me from There's so much unless I can't. Like I said, some clubs it's like to me that's like God, like Caroline's and Comedy Cellar. Someday I'll get
Yeah.
there. And I probably could have, because I know late at night, I had friends that were like, man, come on. And they just said, I'm just not ready. I want to have
Yeah.
a solid 5 minutes. I mean, I had 5 minutes, but really, I just wasn't ready because I hadn't done it. I told you,
That's what they
after I
start
did
you
it.
out with, right? Like they want you to do like a 3 or 7
You
minute
go.
thing.
You do like 3 to
That's not hard.
5.
That's not hard to do though. When you're
Let me.
standing up in front of one of the fucking people, I'm sure 3 minutes feels like a fucking hour. I mean,
Bro,
I've
I
never
loved
done
it.
it, so
I,
I mean,
I didn't. I got the bug, but like excited about it. So I was going I was doing it for a straight like a little over a year before the pandemic hit. And
Yeah.
like, I'm getting about to get divorced. I'm fucking 40 something, I'm 43 years old or whatever. And, here I am. And I'm like, what do I do? I've only done certain things my whole life. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this stand-up comedy shit. And I went to an open
Yeah.
mic. I was supposed to do 3 minutes. I did 15 minutes. They let me go. And I just fucking killed it. Oh, I killed that shit. I need an hour to get all my shit out anyway. But I'm not, but then my second show, I fucking bombed. I mean, people were laughing, but I sounded like a maniac because I got in a fight with the ex, and I came there, and it was like mentally, I was just fucked. And I did this like bit, like about, I made up a character. I had an aunt, and my aunt and uncle couldn't have kids, and so they went to Vietnam and adopted this kid. He was his name's Ping, and he has Down syndrome. And we're wrestling fans and shit. I did a wrestling thing, so it's like and he lived down the street from me. Went to school together, but like he went in kid was smarter than me. He went into good math. I was talking into the camera like I was yelling at him, but I sounded like a fucking crazy person. I just and I kept that video, and I just the other day I fucking seen it. And I was like, fuck this, I erased it. But I know it. But my first show, my first time, I killed it, and I fucking loved it. And then I had like that was the last time I had a fit like that. But sounded like a fucking meth head. But I did great. I love that shit. I did I had my mother-in-law at the time, and they're Spanish. My ex is Puerto Rican, so I grew up I had to listen to her her accent and shit, and I made fun of that. Because I was telling my cousin, my daughter and my son-in-law were visiting, and my son-in-law was in the army at the time, and he I was like, he mowed the lawn, and he was like, oh no, we can all get a piece. We can all piss on the lawn. And I'm like, so I was like, piss on the lawn? What are you fucking talking about? She's like, no, we all take a piss on the lawn. And I'm like, what? So I did that shit. And I'm addicted. I play a video game. Like, I've been playing it for 9 years almost now. And so it's a Marvel Contest of Champions. It's like Street Fighter, but with Marvel characters like Spider-Man and X-Men shit. So I did this like whole thing.
The one that you
yeah.
Is that the one that you take cost $500?
No, $650. So I closed my show out with that, and before I did the cup, and I fucking
playing this game, Kevin, and his fucking kid.
I was like, I rock in my sleep, so I guess I woke up to my ex-wife going, Joe. She's like, yes, man. I spent $650 because my tits did it.
Whoa!
I got the money back, but yeah,
that's a lot of bread, man.
Oh yeah, it was. I was like, oh fuck. She's like, all I was doing was ping, 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 ping. And I was looking at my phone going, ah! I was looking at my account. I went on my bank account. I'm like, oh shit. And every 5 seconds, like, bing, bing. And it was another one. Fucking $50, $4, $4, $9, $9, $20, $30, $100. Like that.
See, now that's where things get fucking funny. And that's what this country drives me crazy. See, something like that should not happen. If there's something that is erratic like that and it's not doesn't deem to be normal for you, I mean that shit should be stopped at like the 3rd or 4th hit. They know what they're doing. You know what I mean? They write it all off, and then they make they make interest, and they write it as, or they take it as a loss, or whatever way they get it, they get it back and then some.
Wow.
Like, yeah. Why? Listen, man. I don't want to see anybody hurt or die or anything, but why the fuck do we even care about Israel? Why do we fucking care about what's going on over there? It's a shame.
Why do we care about Ukraine? Why do we care about anything?
Why do we care about them too?
I know.
I don't think we have to stop with that shit, man. We're already sending fucking tanks over there now to Israel. They were just showing on the news a couple hours ago. We're already sending aid. Okay, so now we're gonna, why do we don't bail these people out?
Because nobody listened to Eisenhower's farewell address. Remember when he was leaving president and Kennedy was coming in? His farewell address, he said, he's a general, and beware of the military-industrial complex. That's what he said in his speech when he left, before Kennedy came into office. And
shit.
Yeah, it's big business, man. It's like
yeah,
it's that's what they say. War is the biggest business. Yeah, money. Yep, that's what they say, right? If there's fighting, if there's war, the government is making money.
Oh fuck yeah! That's why they hated Trump. He no wars, no nothing.
Yeah.
So they had to get him. They had to get rid of that motherfucker. They're still trying.
You never fear an army whose assault vehicle is a Toyota pickup truck. We got a tank. You see these guys, like 12 guys in the back of a Toyota pickup truck.
Yep.
Oh my god! But you know what? It's like
they're so brave.
The only reason I'm worried about picking up after my dog is not shit. The only
playing with his toys.
I'm gonna get Fredo. I gotta show you him.
Oh, Fredo, that's his dog, Fredo.
Yeah, we'll get him on.
Name, Fredo.
He'll be.
Yeah.
Oh, he's upstairs. But anyway, yeah. Why do we care? Why do we care about that? Because I'm serious. You know what? It's like I've actually had like seriously like this revelations coming to me lately, and I'm reading the Bible and it's like, holy shit, this stuff, a lot of it is happening. Like you read Revelation. Like I remember somebody goes, yeah, man, it's in Revelations. I says, you read it in Revelations? No. Yeah, I did. Well, I said, you didn't read it because there is no Revelation. It's Revelation. Singular. But, it's just, I got to tell you sometime about, I've always been Catholic, but it happened, actually it was last year. And it was this religious awakening. In the middle of the night, I turned the radio, just like kind of fall asleep, just drifting. I love the radio. And there was a religious station. There's a guy His name is anyway. He sounds just like Sam Kinison. He's kind of like a preacher guy, and I was like, I thought it was. I was like half dreaming.
Yeah.
This guy's gonna be, yeah. But anyway, it's like, man, this world is so freaking crazy. It's like, I'm not gonna proselytize, but I'm gonna just say, if who do I have to fear? If God is there, it's like I'm not gonna have any stress because I believe in Him. I believe there's a good place, and there's more good people than bad people in the world anyway. But I'm just trying to.
Yeah, well,
I'm
I
get
don't
my
know,
shit
man.
straight.
That's the tough one. That's where I have an issue with.
Yeah.
I mean, chivalry is fucking. I mean, and listen, there's people that are out there that still care and stuff like that, but right? I mean, it just seems everything's just so cold now. The kids, it just everything just doesn't seem as warm as it was, or as inviting, where people, it just seems different. There's a whole other vibe out there now, and I don't like it. I'm just. I'm just
This is
over
why
it.
we're here, bro. This is it. You're making it better, man. You and Joey, man, you're making it better. This is what it's all about.
Well,
this is like therapy. No, it's like I know. It's like
yeah.
I see it. My wife she's got so much anxiety, but she's been working. Actually, she's at home now. She's been working. 12 years of this job, and before that, like I said, it was 28 years. She was Rolling Stone, assistant. It's a high pressure job, but at home,
Can you imagine that, Joe? She worked at the Rolling Stone paper, magazine back in the day when it mattered, right?
Yeah.
When it mattered, yeah.
Yeah. God damn it! Back in them grunge days, the '90s, man. Dude.
She started in 77 or 78.
So she saw Lennon pick. She probably saw Elton John picks, and oh man, she was walking the halls with Lennon, I'm sure, and then David Bowie. Right, all that. Oh, dude, that's fucking great.
But she's like low key, like I said, like I miss that because she would like, hey man, there's a party going, and she wants to go to bed. I'm like, man, I want to go to a fucking rock and roll party. Yeah, I'll tell you the stories of Rock and Roll Hall of Fame at the Waldorf. Like where else could I remember like walking through the kitchen, and REM. And George Martin, produced the Beatles. George Martin, and U2 is playing upstairs.
What do they call him?
Yeah,
the fifth Beatle.
The fifth Beatle, right? Yeah, either Murray Kay, George Martin, or Pete Best. I
was going to say Pete Best as well. Yeah.
No, they used to say, Pete was a better drummer, but Ringo is a better Beatle.
Never.
That's how I
yeah.
So anyway, this is the quick joke. I'll tell you the quick joke. All right, U2 is up there, and I walk through the kitchen, and they're, out of the blue, they were talking about the, U2. Bono's going to induct someone, and I say, you know why they still haven't found what they're looking for? Because the streets have no name. Anyway, I made George Martin and. What was his name? Barry. Who's the guy? He's cracking. Bill. What was the bass player? He had like one eyebrow, one monobrow.
That was a drummer.
Drummer, yeah. One of the guys had a heart attack.
That's why they play. He the drummer. I think he's the one who had a heart attack. Yeah, and he was. So he was losing. Something was wrong with his wrist too. I think he was starting to like.
Man, drummers get that.
This guy got no arm and he's fucking jamming like a motherfucker. Yeah. This guy's got someone who's wrist and he can't play.
Well, I can still hold a beat, but I used to be a lot better than I am now. But as time has gone on and I want to play again, and I'm like, fuck, my wrists don't work the same. My back's hurting because I'm sitting. I can't fucking. I get a cramp in my foot. I got to use both my feet. And I'm doing double bass pedals and a fucking hi-hat, and I'm like,
oh man.
And then I got to remember everything else, and so and I'm not even that great at the fucking double bass pedals. I can hold my own. I can do a lot of stuff. I'm a different type of drummer. I don't know. I got like a rock jazz mix type thing in there.
Oh
Punk.
yeah, that's man. I gotta hear you play sometime because I took lessons when I was like after the Beatles came on and everything. We're on it.
Yeah.
My
father. Yeah. My father gave me the drum. He got me into drumming because I've always seen a drum set in the attic every time when we moved, I see it and I asked him, and he's like, when you're older, So when I was like 9 years old, he finally he gave me a drum pad when I was like 8 and said, just practice on this. And then when I was 9, he gave me the drums. My grandfather got this from some famous warehouse out in New York, but it's a 1965 Ludwig rocker, like Ringo Starr used to play.
Wow,
and I
Ludwig,
I play on I play Ludwig's. I'm an Alex Van Halen fan. I've always known Ringo Starr playing on the drum. My dad's a big fucking my dad can sing like the fucking. He's great, but
really,
and he's big. Like I'm hearing you say stuff about the Beatles. I'm like my dad would be like right in this conversation because he loves that shit. But but that's why I learned how to play left-handed. Because my dad's left-handed, I learned how to play. But I had it was like just the one bass, one tom on it. The cymbal coming up from the middle. I had a cowbell wood block. I had the old bass pedal with the fucking leather strap. I remember that. I remember the cowbell and the leather strap. Yeah, I still have the set. Somebody offered me like $500 for like just the snare drum, and this was like years ago. But man. This is like 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. But
stripped it when we were kids. I
stripped it down. I repainted it. But I'm now like my wife's real good at that, So I'm gonna have Marcy. She's gonna sand it down real nice, and then she's gonna wood stain it. She's gonna like do all this shit to it. So it's like I'm just gonna get like a wood stain, and I'm looking for some original. I'm missing the original. The bass drum in the front had a big rim that went around it. So I'm missing that. And I'm missing. I think I'm missing the cymbal stand in the middle. So, but I found some old school like fucking 60s. I found some 60s and 70s old pieces that will work with it. But I love that set.
You ever need equipment? I know some people because drumming, man, like they say Beatles and Stones and Dave Clark 5 was man. This is the pound that Dave Clark played the drums. But I had an interesting story. Like I said, I saw like the Beatles, and I really liked the drums. And I took a lesson in Sarah Woods Shopping Center. But I told Mickey about that. I'm talking to this guy's, and we're talking, South Illinois Sabres, Pop Warner football. He was in the football, the Cerebral Leprechauns.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's playing guitar. He's practicing guitar. So and I'm taking there for drum lessons. And it was Bon Jovi that I literally. He goes, because he found that was the same, the same music school we went to. Yeah. I thought I was driving down the Parkway. I thought I was lost. All of a sudden, holy shit! Where the fuck am I? I'm driving in Cheesequake. Yeah, I live in there at South End, and it says John Bon Jovi. I'd never seen it, and I swear to God, for a minute, I'm thinking. I was like a UFO, and I was looking up and like, where the fuck am I? I was just on the. Sometimes you don't know. You drive a couple miles, like where, or a couple feet, 100 feet. But but that was but I quit, because I want to learn a song. This guy, I'm learning the Buddy Rich method, the book, and you gotta do the you gotta lessons. I don't want lessons. I just want a song. I want to learn how to pound a song out.
I took lessons for a little bit, but I had already know how to play the drums. I taught myself. I put my drum set right next to the TV, turned it up as loud as I could, had an MTV when fucking MTV was MTV, and I learned everything from that. And then next thing you know, I was playing in everybody's bands. Oh yeah. No, I'm a big at that time I'm an Alex Van Halen fan, and I always loved John Bonham, but even though he was dead when I but
that's what I was looking for. I gotta I'm looking around.
I went to
go ahead. Yeah, man.
Oh, I say my father used to work for Rich's Foods. He used to own the Buffalo Bills, but we went to his boss had a party, and his next door neighbor was Tico Torres. I went to the house. I was 14 years old. I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna meet this motherfucker." I went and knocked on the front door, and one of a maid came out. She had like the fucking dress and everything, and the uniform. And she was like, "Oh no, I'm sorry, honey. He's on tour." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Yeah. And I left, and I went back to the party. But I had a good time, man.
It was probably a stripper, like a French maid.
No, it was an old Mexican. It was an older Mexican lady.
You never know. Remember Paul Castellano? His fucking mistress was a little short Mexican lady.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul fucking Castellano, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Say yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He was fucking his little short little Guatemalan maid.
Well,
had a son.
Robin Williams married his, what do you call it, nanny. Yeah. Got married, having an affair, and then
But anyway, listen. That guy was a broken soul.
That reminds me of we got to just do like maybe I'm like all around, do like one or like 20 minutes of different stories. But this is the thing, man. I'm gonna need your help with this, but I was gonna like write, like I said, my buddy Doyle from Dallas. We gotta get him on. We were writing a rockabilly musical, like before Hamilton. But I wanted to do some kind of show, even about comedians who committed suicide, because it's really close to me. Because when I first started out in New York, Brody Stevens, you guys, I don't know if you look up Brody Stevens, was like, he was the shit. He was like, a comedian. He opened for David Spade, but he died. He committed suicide. He was like, like texting. He was, I don't know if it's manic depression or probably it was depression, because he was on some meds and he went off them. And then he was texting like, they thought he was going to hurt himself. They were texting. And then he got into I think he was off his meds, and he opened, Chelsea Handler, who's the warm-up act. And he'd be on the show too. Chelsea Handler was I think she used to have.
I used to like her.
And, she's. I
used to like her. She's a little goofy for me, but I used to like her. Her show, I used to like her. I heard she's a cunt though.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's still. I don't know. I think she's still with them, but Joe Coy, I think that's still her dude. I think. He's funny he's fucking funny as fuck. I got to see him live. My son and my ex-wife met him. I wouldn't pay the extra to fucking meet him.
But you gotta pay extra.
I paid for them to do it.
He'll be here. He was there.
Nice guy. They love him. My son got pictures, got him sign his hat, and he's But it was funny as fuck, the show. Gary Owen.
Fucking Dice. We gotta go see Dice at Vinny's, Kevin. You gotta go. I was gonna go. I was gonna go by myself and say fuck it. Dice is playing Vinny's in November.
No, we're going. No, I still may go up to Vinny's. I was up there earlier today, actually, and he's playing in Manasquan. It's because if you look on a sign on the right is all the shows he has. It's on white. Then it's like a colored poster in the window, and it's at actually tonight. Dice is playing in Easton, Pennsylvania. These are some clubs. That Vinny, or the guy's name is Dino, the guy, who runs it. And it's funny. It's like, I'm friendly with a lot of club. He was kind of cold, and I don't think maybe I didn't warm up to him the right way. I was, he's just kind of, no, Dino owns runs the club. He's just, I got to kind of, it's funny. No, I know other club, but the local, this is my town one that I'm not really close to him. I'm close to the other ones. But anyway, he's playing in Manasquan which is the next town over. Manasquan is it's the Algonquin Theater, and I'll get tickets. I'll go right to the box office. I'll get 3 tickets. I'll buy, man. You guys, it'll be on me. You guys, you want to go, Joey, too?
Yeah, I live in Florida, but but listen, I'll tell you what. I forgot to tell you, Mike. In July, my sister's trying to put together a D'Agostino Cousins, vacation. So and we were gonna do it, and I guess they decided we're gonna do it in Wildwood.
Nice.
So, and me and Marcia are probably gonna go. So me and Marcia we're gonna go. More than likely, we're going. So I'll be driving down in July too. I'm coming up in November. In November, I'm gonna be in. I'm going to my daughter's in Virginia, and then I'm gonna come to Jersey for my mom's thing. Oh,
so where's the reunion?
She don't watch the shit. But
did you tell Jennifer? Did you tell Jennifer?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna.
Send me an invite.
I got caught up with this new broad I met with helping out.
Oh yeah,
No,
with
not
the
like
business
that.
and shit.
I'm
Not like
helping
that.
her.
No, with the business.
I drive, so I do Lyft, Uber and Lyft and shit. And then like I meet people. Sometimes I meet people and I give them my number for like I'll give them a ride, so they don't have to call Lyft all the time, and I just get paid cash from
Yeah,
them.
I'll show
And
you
then
what he's doing.
it's the Baltinian. But then
This is what he's got.
Wait a minute. Oh, Bolton. Oh, I'm looking. I thought I hit something. Holy.
Touch my chin while they were in the shower. That's also how I got the nickname Titty Chin.
So I have questions. Game is game, dog. Run that. If you're getting paid, get that money. Nor is this in any way, shape, or form meant to come off as homophobic, because that's not.
Crazy person. Wow.
Jesus.
How do you get? What do you do? Swallow his balls? What do you do? He's
He's a Baltinian. Baltinians. They exist. They exist.
What were you gonna say, sir? I'm sorry.
Oh, this kid's funny.
That kid's funny as fuck.
When did I become a comedian? I think it was the second time I was molested.
Who is this?
I forget what his name is.
The first, but I think the second time I was like, hey, it could be a good story one day.
Troy I've seen this guy.
Yeah.
Catholic school is different for all of us.
He's funny though. He does.
His mother's white. His father's black. Like he's black. His father.
The second time.
Yeah. He looks familiar.
Yep. No, he's funny as hell, man.
That's good, man.
I killed my 2 children.
You stabbed yourself and killed your 2 children?
Mm-hmm.
And where are they?
Listen to this.
Where are the children?
I just got in. See, now this is. Check this out, guys. This is how easy it is, and this is for everybody that's watching.
Right.
I just saw something that made me like this 9/11. It's the dispatcher thing. So I hit subscribe and I hit fucking like because I kind of liked it and I'm going to subscribe. Why? Because it don't cost me a fucking nickel.
Yeah. You bastards.
Right? It don't cost a
Your
nickel.
love don't cost a thing.
Yeah, so come on. Hit the like and hit the subscribe. We got people bouncing because we didn't do a show in a fucking 2 weeks. I'm like, well, life kicks in, man. But just an example, you don't gotta, it doesn't cost you shit. But listen to this call. These are real, like actual fucking calls, dude. And like you just heard this chick. It's like
in my daughter's room on the floor.
Okay. And what caused you to do this today?
My husband wanted to divorce and wanted to take my kids. I won't let him have my kids.
Okay, and how old are your children?
7 and 3.
Where did you stab yourself at?
In the neck.
Okay, are you bleeding?
Yeah, there's blood everywhere.
Okay, and where are you at?
In my living room.
Are you armed now with the knife still?
No, it's in my children's room.
Okay, where's your husband at?
Downstairs somewhere.
Hey, what's going on there?
I just stabbed myself and I killed my 2 children.
You stabbed yourself and killed your 2 children?
Shit, man.
I'm waiting for the joke. Hang up
Yeah.
and get here. This knife is in my neck.
Yeah.
This is real. This is
real, dude. Real.
Wow.
Dude, I was stuck.
He said, where's your husband? He's downstairs somewhere.
Yeah,
I was stuck on it, dude. I heard the craziest shit. Intruders. 2 girls came to some fucking old couple's house. The one was saying that the other one's trying to kill her. They had a gun. Dude, I mean, the insanity, bro. I mean, the thing got me, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
man,
the point is, I might not watch it again for like another fucking 3 months. I'm bullshitting. I'll probably watch it after we get done. But hit the subscribe, man. Hit the subscribe, dude. That's all.
I
don't push it enough.
Mickey doesn't like to go live.
No, I don't blame you.
Yeah, I love live. I just like to have like a nice audience to see.
Yeah. We'll do that. We'll get, man. I think we can really get, like I'm figuring this out now. I'm trying to get like the back doing the lights.
That's why I wanted to. You know what?
Mickey's gonna yell at me later.
Yeah.
That's why we fucking do what we do, dude. It's loosely based. I mean, listen, you don't want to be fucking, you got to give it. You got to show some kind of respect to the people that are gonna watch this stuff and give it some sort of effort. I mean, I want a thumbs up and a subscribe for what? For doing Ugats? No, you got to give a little to get something, right? So that's all it's about, man. And fucking, it's just very loosely based. I'm figuring it out too, Kevin. So it's I wanted to get you on. Let you and Dags chop it up. Everybody else can see who you are. What's the deal? and we'll do some future shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, that's good. I'm glad that was a good idea. Getting Joey, it's like,
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, this is my first podcast. I never,
really?
No, dude. Yeah.
But like I said, I did stand up. They stopped all that. I was just missed. Like, oh yeah, I'm on YouTube. I'm on, here's my my videotape. Yeah, that's fun, man. That's good.
That's what brought comedy back was COVID. And everybody was just writing comedy, and the Comedy Store, and then of course the fucking Pope Rogan, who's really starting to bother me now. I don't know. He's just too much. I mean, I love his shit, but it's like enough already, dude. We know you're like, but
he hasn't written us back.
He's not funny. He's not funny, really. Comedians are starting to come out with and saying it. They're starting to have some balls. And saying he's really not that funny. He's got a great club. He opened up a great club, that Comedy Mothership in Austin, Texas. Did you hear about that, Kevin? The club that he opened up?
No, man. When did he do that? I haven't heard that.
He did it within the past couple of years. It's like the Comedy Store in Hollywood, in LA, that Mitzi Shore had. It's called Comedy Mothership. It's called Comedy Mothership. Yeah,
Funkadelic, man.
Austin, Texas.
I haven't been out in Austin in a while. We
like
I said,
a lot of it's all big names. It's all big acts.
Well, man, he was big. Remember the show? What was the one people be over and over?
Fear Factor.
What was that?
Yeah, Fear Factor.
Fear Factor. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
eating like fucking chopped up rodents.
Yeah, it's all in your head. It doesn't bother me. I've eaten worse. I was picking up trash on the beach. People are like, hey, I just pick up dog shit. I don't. People are like, oh, you're picking up trash? Yeah, I just picked up my dog shit. What the fuck, man? I live here. I might go pick it up.
Who used to do that? Who used to do that barehand? This one, Ozzy. Remember? Was it Ozzy? No, who? There was somebody who was on a reality show. His dog used to drop a deuce, and he used to just go barehand it and go out this barehand. That one picks it up.
I think that was the Osbournes.
That's
what it was. It's like dog shit on the floor. He just picks it up, fucking eats it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bat.
Yeah. She's like, the dog keeps pissing on the floor. We got a lady coming in. He goes, you don't need to have a fucking lady come in, teach you how to do a dog. All you got to do is open the fucking door and let the dog go out and piss. He was so on. It was hilarious.
I love that show. And his history, I watched the thing with his son, with Jack. He goes on history shit, kind of.
Yeah.
He was at the Alamo.
He watched,
when he did the Alamo.
Yeah,
he took him
right?
He took him to see it was like a McDonald's act. It was like Ronald McDonald type characters, but they had like kind of a Black Sabbath theme. I can't remember what it was. And it was like they played like Iron Man and shit. They played a concert for him. Like they sat down on the couch and watched him perform, and it was like, oh my god,
that's funny. Yeah, that's cool. That's good shit.
Ozzy's out there. Motherfucker's talking about wanting to do one more album before he retires completely.
I know.
He can't walk. He can't barely talk. But he can sing like a motherfucker. It's like it just snaps on.
Wheel him out,
I know.
Today I was listening. Yeah, I was listening to. I heard Black Sabbath, a Black Sabbath song. I can't remember what song it was, but it was Dio. He was singing, and I was like, yeah. And then a couple more songs later, it was Black Sabbath with Ozzy, and it was like fucking, oh man, Dio kind of sucked, man. He was no good.
Yeah, I didn't like Dio.
They consider him like some metal god, and I don't think so.
I know.
Oh yeah.
What?
Ronnie James.
Dio. Yeah.
Was it?
Like
what was it? Montrose or is that something else I'm thinking of? What was his band? Dio. It was his band Dio.
It was just Dio. Dio.
When you were dying, I mean, you should know who this is his thing for, rock, Ozzy, rock, heavy metal. That's from the Italian. He said it's like his grandmother would do this. Hey,
it's the evil side. It's the evil eye, man. It's the evil. Hey.
Ronnie James started that from his Italian family, background.
That's
his
crazy.
Grandmother or something.
That's funny. That's fucking funny.
Yeah,
I believe it. That's such shit like that happens.
I watched it was a documentary on. I mean, I like I like Black Sabbath, but some metal is just too dark. It was about really dark metal, like in Scandinavia, they really do.
Oh yeah, that's that shit right there.
Get down with that. I can't get down with that. I can't get down with none of that.
I mean, crazy shit, like God, the actual devil worshiper, really. With Ronnie James Dio, they did an interview. This guy, it was really good. It was like a fan, and he said, we wanted to really talk to Ronnie. He really loved it. And he was really like articulate and man, really, Ronnie, and he was short, but
Glenn Danzig's short too.
But yeah,
Glenn Danzig's a little midget too.
But yeah, man, that's not the same. Well, who's the guy that played guitar that died and hit a plane, hit him or something, or
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
No. Who that was a helicopter. The guy guitar player, it. He played guitar.
Cliff Burton died in the bus accident. I think.
Bus accident. Yeah, that was a bus accident.
He died who's
and then a guitar player?
Randy Rhoads. How did he die? Randy Rhoads.
Did he walk into the propeller or was he in a crash? Because you know what? He was taking off.
I don't know the whole story, but I know that.
No, what happened?
He was good.
They were friends. I think this is the same story. They were fucking around. He was on a tour bus sleeping. And the friend was flying a Cessna. And he was flying by the tour bus to vibrate it to fuck with him. And he did it twice. And he goes, "Let me do one more. I'll get real close." And bam, he crashed into the bus. That's how he died.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew it was something.
That was a fucked up situation,
wow.
bro. Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Jesus
Can you imagine
Christ.
being that guy fucking around? You're just a buddy, dude. You had too many drinks, but you could still fly a plane and you fuck around and you kill like. Listen, I wasn't into Randy Rhoads like that, but I seen the guy play. And the man could play.
Oh, he was amazing.
Yeah, Ozzy loved him for a reason. The guy was fucking phenomenal. And I could just imagine that shit, man. That's just
but
crazy.
It's like
that's just out there shit, man.
Wow, yeah, it would haunt you. But was it Def Leppard was the drummer? I mean, I know they had his
Rick.
He's the one that has no fucking arm. He's got no arm.
Is
he
the
plays
one
with his toes and his feet and all kinds of shit.
Yeah. But somebody, it was him or someone else who took somebody, Corvette.
Vince Neil.
Vince Neil.
Yeah.
Shonen Knife, the drummer for Shonen Knife, I believe.
I forget what the
Japanese.
Was that the name of the band?
No, something Rock.
It was
wait.
Hanaway Rocks.
Yeah,
he would play for Hanaway Rocks.
Hanoi Rocks.
Yeah.
Hanoi Rocks. Yes. Hanoi Rocks. Yes.
Yeah. Man, that what
his fucking red Converse was in the street. Did you see that picture? It was red Converse. You could probably look it up. Eerie, dude.
Man, I remember. Mick,
I don't know how fast he's going. Way,
Yeah, Mick, you remember my friend, Dave Satan? My friend Dave, his cousin was the road manager and tour manager for Motley Crue. And they told us, Rick. His name is Rick Fisher, and they don't talk. They have the you watch that Motley Crue movie on Netflix. Don't even they talk about Doc McGee, but they don't talk about like other guys. And they made Rick Fisher, and he was best friends with Nikki Sixx, but they don't put him in the movie at all. Like he doesn't exist. So I don't know what that's about, but. They told us that's when we were like 14. They said, you guys play because Dave told me he played bass, and he was like, put together a band, and when we come through town again, we'll let you open up for us. So we fucking were like, right, and so we did a lot of it was all instrumental because we never had a singer, but we were doing like Judas Priest. They love Judas Priest and Metallica, so I had to learn all that shit, and it was fun.
That was
Yeah, well, like I say, but we put in the game together. They started taking the guitar lessons from the same guitar teacher, and he put together like some decent band that was in our town. I guess they did a record or something like that. But they thought they couldn't. They seemed like I played for my drum teacher when he finally was like, "Here, just take the drumsticks and just let me see what you got." And he was like, and he's sitting there like, and he's like,
"Wow,
what are you?" why are you getting lessons? I was like, I just want to learn. So I was like, no, I know how to play. I just want to learn how to read music. So I figured you could teach me.
Oh, cool.
So, and he's like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, that's good.
But I started learning how to read music, and then I got out of the scene for so long, and I forgot how to read it. I know certain notes, and I don't remember everything.
That's why I called I just want to drum.
It's like I don't have to learn any of that kind of stuff.
Tabletry.
You just give me music, and I'll tell you what. When I went like a couple summers ago, I went to my brother's. As soon as you put me in a studio with actual musicians that know how to fucking play, I'm like on fire. They're like, because my brother's sings and plays guitar, and he got a bunch of everybody together, got a couple of people that he knew together just to have a jam session. We paid for the studio, and they had like a little shitty drum set, and I was like, one of my cymbals, I had one of the hi-hat cymbals I used as a cymbal. I didn't have hi-hats. Like, so hi-hat didn't work, so I took them and I put on different stands, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just use these. I rocked the fuck out, and I was nobody fucking recorded anything. I was going to record on my phone. I was going to record on the phone, and then I seen somebody was like, it looked like he was setting up like a whole fucking rig of like all kinds of recording equipment. So I was like, oh, okay. Turned out it was like he just had all this shit on his thing. I didn't know. It looked like he was recording it. So I like nobody recorded that, and like, well, we actually have the experience at least. We know it happened. It's like, but like all his dudes were like, wow, your fucking brother can play. And I was like, I hadn't played in like about a year or 2 years, and I was like, boom, on fire.
Being instrumental, that's why the Ventures, like remember those surf bands, they were huge, especially in Japan, because you didn't have any lyrics. Everyone understood them. They used to go all over the world because they were all instrumental. Like,
yeah.
I always think that we were talking about Johnny Thunders was like that, right? Johnny Thunder?
Johnny Thunders.
Johnny Thunders. He was pretty much instrumental. I mean, he remember Chinese rocks. We were talking about the Chinese rocks and shit. The Heartbreakers.
The Heartbreakers. Yeah,
he was from the New York Dolls.
Yeah. But Tom Petty stole his name from he was the Heartbreakers. Tom Petty stole. But I just read a book. It's called Boys, 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 Clothes, 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 Music, 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 because that's what this Viv is by Viv Albertine. Her mother used to say that's all you think about is music, 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 clothes, clothes, clothes. Boys, boys. But anyway, I don't know if you ever heard of the Slits. They were like, Ari Up was a singer. The lead singer's mother was married to Johnny Rotten, or was dating him, and her mother, it was the place. The Slits were like the first punk female band, all band, and the story's really good. Yeah, Viv Albertine was the guitar player. She dated Mick Jones from the Clash. He bought her the first guitar.
They were a British band.
Yeah, they were all from London.
They were all UK.
No, they were from outside. They were from Muswell, which is the home of Muswell Hillbilly, of Ray Davies, of the Kinks. So that was like their big fame. But anyway, she who band now? Lost my track of thought. Why did I start out with that? What are you talking about before that? It was
I do that all
Johnny
the time.
Thunders. Yeah, but anyway, Johnny Thunders was coming, and this woman, like, she was on the cusp of, Vivian Westwood. She was on like the punk scene. She was there, like, like I said, Johnny Rotten and Malcolm McLaren were like, she would hang out with these people. But Johnny Thunders was coming to London, and he's like, yeah, man, I want to meet, some of these people. Like, I heard, and she hung out with them, and there's a scene. She's really, not really like smokes pot. She did heroin. He offered her heroin. And she's thinking, and she did it once, and just describing it and everything. But man, it was a really interesting book, though. It was this band. So it's like, I'm an old guy, but it was like 77. Like, man, it's an all-female band, and that it would have been L7. There was they were such an influence.
Right.
L7, I like
fucking awesome, right?
I got that on my. I got a couple of their songs on my playlist.
Yeah,
the Slits. The Slits.
Because there was a band called the Gits
Typical Girl
out of Seattle, and she was fucking They were just about to get signed.
The Gets
got killed. And Kurt Cobain did a
Oh,
concert for her to raise money. Yeah, somebody was stalking her and raped her and killed her.
No, who did?
oh shit.
I don't think they ever found out. They never found out who did it, bro. She was walking home, Joe, from a show in Seattle, and somebody was on her. She was about to sign a record deal, the whole nine. Like, she was phenomenal, dude.
Yeah,
great voice, punk band like L7, you know. But like,
what was the name?
But like REM L7, like edgy, but like commercial available. You know what I mean? Like that type of shit, guys. It was fucking. Yeah, that story's crazy. That's why I thought you first meant the Gets.
Yeah, man. That's man. You know
but
your
the
history.
Slip L7.
Yeah.
That's why I love like even the Bangles. The Bangles.
The Go-Go's.
I got the
Bananarama
downstairs.
Bananarama.
Yeah, Bananarama, right? But the Go-Go's played guitar, played instruments. The Bangles, same thing, played the instruments. And
I even follow Suzanne Hoffman on Instagram.
She's married to who's she married to? Some I can't think of.
I don't know. I always think that but she still plays music and she's a kooky chick.
Yeah, man, that's great.
But I follow her on Instagram. Susan Hoffman she's the singer from the Bengals, right? Bengals.
Oh,
walk like an Egyptian.
Yeah.
She's married to somebody, some other famous musician or somebody.
Yeah.
But man, that story you're
folklore.
talking about, the Gets. I've been reading I read John Bonham, The Beast, the story of John Bonham. Anyway, this was Dave Grohl wrote a book. It's called Storyteller, and
he bothers me. He bothers me now.
Yeah, but he does. Yeah, but he learned to play drums.
But go ahead. He was in Seattle with that.
He pounded on his. No, he was from DC. He's one of the. He was in.
He was DC hardcore band.
Huh.
Yeah, he was in Teen Idols before Fugazi. Forget about it. Forget the Curse of the Fugazi Emerald. Forget about it. Anyway, but he started pounding on pillows because his mother, single mother, poor. But he dedicated that book to his mother. It's a really good book because it's about him and his daughter and his mother. But he's everywhere. I went to See Here Now Festival. You ever see Asbury Park? And they were headlining. No, I never.
That's the one where they got like 2 stages.
Yeah.
I haven't been. Yeah,
man, you should go. It's because the guy Danny Clinch is my buddy, and he runs it. He kind of started it. He's a photographer.
No shit.
And he did books. He's got he's taking photos. He's a major photographer who everybody's. And Dave Grohl, he shot the Foo Fighters stuff. But anyway, they were headlining. So he's got, he's in a band. I don't know if you're the Tangiers Blues Band, Danny Clinch. Anyway, but next year, man, I'll hook you up. We'll, See Here Now. It's Asbury Park. It's just so mellow on the beach. And it's good music.
Yeah.
And English team I saw a couple years ago. They had 3 days.
Shit.
Man, funk. That was but it was just really instrument. I'm like all girl. It was a Japanese surf band. They have a lot of local stuff, small stuff.
Yeah,
but they had
good Japanese all girl band. I forgot the name of it, man. But Kurt Cobain was a huge fan of them.
They got baby metal.
I
don't know.
The name of the band from Pulp Fit or from Kill Bill? The name of it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember the song?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was that was a Japanese.
That was a Japanese group. There's another one in that movie with Death Proof with Kurt Russell with that car. If you anybody sees this, Death Proof is a phenomenal movie. Kurt Russell, fucking great. Quentin Tarantino wrote it and directed it with that Roman guy, whatever the fuck, Great movie. I got it on DVD. It's a fucking great movie.
Man, it's like I grew up Amboy's driving. I mean, my old man worked there at night.
That's right, Amboy's Channel. Yeah, that's right. He used to be a driving back in the day.
When I was really young, we'd go on a hill. Wouldn't even sink in yet. and it was all dirty movies. And they had to stop because it's Route 35, it's the Parkway, all this traffic, they'd be causing accidents and shit. I remember one time we couldn't hear anything, and then all of you hear this guy's like, the movie was Ginger, and she wraps a piano wire around her Ben's member, and she pulls it. All you hear is the guys in the cars, screaming. That's the kind of movie that they used to have, like that old school stuff.
Oh, the old drive-ins. Yeah, the old drive-in movies were my parents used to tell me stories all the time. Half the time the fucking speaker, the box wouldn't work, that you'd hang on the window. Yeah.
Don't forget the
Amboy
speaker.
Cinemas, that's all old school shit.
Every day, man, we ran that place. We used to, if we didn't sneak in over the fence, in the cars, one time we got thrown out. It was winter, and they still have that heaters, and we're starting a fire. We needed, we're taking the picket fence down. The guy didn't
right. Yeah.
But man,
good times, man.
I got a story. I'll tell you some other time about Robert Rodriguez, El Mariachi. He wrote. He did stuff with Quentin Tarantino. He did some of those. Not Death Beat.
That's his name, Robert Rodriguez. That's him.
Right.
That's him. So, he's great.
So listen, I moved to Austin. It was after I graduated, early 9. Anyway, I go there and to get a job, it's called not Pharmaco. Pharmaco. But anyway, I was guinea pig. You test drugs. You couldn't smoke weed, you couldn't drink. They're monitoring, they check everything, and what the drug does to you and everything. So I show up the first day.
I did that too.
Yeah, man. If I did it for a week, it was good money. Every drug.
I did it for the money when I was homeless in Patterson. Yeah. You had to be a junkie, and they wanted to test whatever the buprenorphine, which is now Suboxone. They paid me like $150 for a day's work for a couple hours.
Oh, it was a day's work. Okay, we do it for a week. It was like $1,000. And man, $12, and they're feeding you. There's nowhere to go. You just get a lot of reading. But anyway, I go in there the first day. I meet this guy's got a man. He's got it wired. He's in the bunk bed downstairs. He's got a VCR. He's got tapes. He's got really good movies. And as soon as I first meet him, he's watching Easy Rider, and we're talking about and then he's talking. He's doing a movie. Anyway, it was Robert Rodriguez. It's like that's how he funded his movie. That El Mariachi was like I swear to God, it couldn't have won $10,000. He was originally going to do it to Mexican TV, and it's man, it was I knew he was going someplace. So because just there's a lot of I just was drawing. It's like Mickey, man, I'm drawing to people that are interesting, and there's a lot of just dead weight around, and I'm not going to waste my time. But him, man, I just knew it, man. He's watching Easy Rider. He's got all these films. And it was just like an education there, just talking.
He's
films
awesome.
And shit. Yeah, man.
He's like a mix of. He's got Quentin Tarantino in him. He's got a little bit of Coppola in him. He's fucking. He's awesome, man. God, he does horror movies. I mean, he's fucking great, dude.
Yeah, everything. Spy Kids, kids, Spy Kids was it or something? Yeah, yeah. It's weird.
We'll put some next show. We'll put some clips up, man.
Yeah, man. And this in Huntsville, my baseball team. I went to Sam Houston in Huntsville, Texas. The Bearcats. Yeah. The guy on the team was Richard Linklater. It's anyway his first movie.
I know that name.
You'll know Richard Linklater. I can't even think of
it. It's like you see his face. I know his name.
Dazed and Confused. Dazed and Confused was his second movie, I think. It was a big one. But
which one was he in Dazed and Confused?
Dazed and Confused.
That's with Matthew McConaughey.
Right.
I know the movie. I know the movie, but
you got a joint? You'd be cooler if you did.
Yeah.
You'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That was the year I graduated high school, so that was really relevant. But he oh man, I'm trying to you'll know, he did his story as the life of a boy a couple years ago who it took him 12 years to film it because it's the same kid. He did his daughter and 12 years to film this one movie. and Rosanna, not Rosanna Arquette, her sister or something's in it. And but what else he done?
Patricia Arquette.
Oh,
Patricia
you're talking
Arquette,
about What,
yeah.
True Romance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino, he wrote that, right? Did he? Who wrote that?
Yes, he did. Yep.
Oh, did he?
Yes,
I didn't know.
Yeah.
With Slater, was it Slater or what was his name? Who was in it?
Christian Slater, James
Christian Slater.
Gandolfini.
Yeah.
James Gandolfini, Christopher Walken, Dennis motherfucking Hopper.
Wow,
I keep going and going.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
and What a fucking great actor. The weirdo that played in JFK. He played Oswald in JFK.
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman, yes.
He's serious.
A lot of good actors in that movie. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead. What do you got?
Yeah. We just all right, anyway, before you go, just I'll write down a couple stories. Like I got a Gandolfini story. I got when I was an American Gangster, a guy on The Sopranos got me a gig, and I'm on the last episode of The Sopranos. You can see the back of my head. But anyway, I got good stories, man. And you guys are, man.
I knew a guy like you. I knew a guy like you. I met one time. I was in rehab, and that was his. That's what he did. He lived in the city, and that's how he made his living. He didn't want to be the star. He would sit. He was extras. He'd sit in the fucking like when they film like a piece of a sports movie, they need people in seats. You know, I mean now they can computer generate that shit.
Yeah.
But back in the fucking 80s and the 90s and before then, they couldn't. They needed actual people. So this is how that guy did it. And, he was a good guy. He was a junkie. That's how he got by. You know, he was just an extra. That's all he did.
Yeah,
and he got by. He looked pretty good doing it.
Yeah, man. I'd say people will, like comedians. I got to get a TV show. It's like, man, I don't want to be famous. I want to be employed. Just enjoy this ride, what you're doing. And it is, man. That's a good attitude instead of just, hey, man. But I know people, they say, I don't want to do. You want to work background? Well, it's only 1 or 2 days. I'll take 1 day, but like 3 days. If it's less than 3 days, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah,
man. Work doesn't come along that much. A gig like that, you got to take.
Right.
Man, this is all the time. So hey, can you ever do this like all three of us in one room? You do that eventually, because if we ever do that, I'm fixing my shed, man. You got to come down.
Oh, Joey's in Florida, so Joey's gonna have to come down to fucking Jersey to do that.
Yes, we could do this. Like I said, I'm going to the Poconos next week. Me and my old lady, we gotta.
You guys got. Yeah.
I want to host Poconos. Now we're going out in the. Her idea of camping is like a motel with a patio or something,
Yeah.
What are you looking for? It's like
glamping. It's glamping.
Glamping. Yeah, I was gonna say glamping. Yeah.
Glamping. Yeah. Glamping.
You got a $100,000 RV, but you're a camper. $100,000 RV. I go camping.
He's never been homeless. Let's put it down.
Yeah.
All right, man. Kevin, thanks for coming on, brother. Listen,
hey, yeah, definitely. Great show, man.
More.
We got a lot of good shit to go through. I want to hear these Gandolfini stories and all kinds of shit. So I appreciate you coming on with us, man.
Yeah, dude. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Hey, listen. So Dice Man is playing in, I think January. It's in Manasquan. But yeah, I'll check out tickets, man.
He's doing Manasquan in January, which is the next town over. So he's probably doing Manasquan and then coming to Point or vice versa. It's like 2 months away. It's like a month or 2 months away.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to run down on Vinny's. I like to go after, and it's kind of nice, like bullshitting too. Rich Voss is coming too, my man. He's coming.
My mom I told you, my mother just saw him, my sister. You know Rich Voss, Joey, right? Jersey guy, Rich Voss. Yeah, he's good. He's good. You actually remind me of him, Dags.
Now your mother
doesn't.
I'm thinking your mother went to see you. Like I imagine, like my mother, she's fucking old. She she went. How old's your mother? She's going to see Comedy Club. How old's your mother? If you don't mind me asking, Mickey.
70, yeah,
About to be
69.
Wow.
either 70 or
My
about to
mom-
be 70.
But
Because
you
your mom
have-
and my mom are the same age, right? So
Yes,
All right,
yes. See,
that's
our
cool.
families kind of like grew up together. Like, they went. My mom and his mom went to high school together, but my mom had my sister when she was 16. When she was young, so she dropped out of high school and had to do that thing. So my whole point is she was a mother very young. So
Yeah.
my sister. Everybody used to think my mother and my sister were sisters. It was
Yeah.
now that I think about it, it's kind of fucking weird, right? It's like.
Well,
But
what I'm saying is,
you'd be on a boardwalk in Wildwood on a family vacation, and my mom and my sister, they were like two sisters
yeah,
themselves. My mother was young.
Yeah.
They seem old when you're a kid, but when
I
you
know,
think about it, my parents were
Yeah.
40 years old and they already were kicking ass in life. They owned a house,
Yeah.
2 homes, and all this shit. I'm 47. I could fucking, barely keep my ass.
No,
But
it's the journey, getting there. It doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah.
No matter where you are, it's the right place. That's the
You know
I mean, I
what?
think that your mother
I mean,
left.
that's a good spot right there. Yeah. Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
God
and then
bless
with
your
that,
mother, going to her show. Going to a 70-year-old.
yeah,
Going to see.
man. Yeah, man. So
Yeah.
listen,
Now, man, this
um,
worked out good, man.
since you're new to this mess, I'm gonna cut when I cut off, dude.
Yeah.
just hang out.
We'll cut off the session. Just hang out for a second or two. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we gotta wait
Like,
for it to load
I'll
up.
cut it off.
Right.
Yeah, so we can so I can make sure you're in there for a second. So, guys, like,
What do you-
subscribe, comment. Kevin, thanks a lot, brother. Appreciate it. We will
All
see
right,
you
man.
again
Yo,
soon.
yo.
Dags,
Hey,
we
last
know
time-
you already.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was fun, right? It's good. It's good. It's a good time.
it's fun shit.
Like I say, to everybody that comes on here, brother, it's like a fucking it's like therapy. Because
Yeah.
I go downstairs, I smoke 10 cigarettes, I drink a cup of coffee, and I'm in a good mood. It puts me in a good spot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Good, yeah,
So
man.
I get this therapy, and then my wife's a psychotherapist, so I get my therapy afterwards. And it's
so he gets
perfect.
it from both ends. It's perfect. So
Yeah, I heard
that's
you
it, man. I
do
appreciate
the
it, though.
show. That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, we'll have some fun. We got some.
All right, man.
We got some
This
plans.
is just the start, man. It's gonna be good. We'll get some
Good.
people. Like you said, it's not like making money, but it's getting a lot of people like interested, and like the world is so fucked up. You don't know what's going on, and this is gonna help, man. This is good.
Yeah,
no, it's
I'm
good.
trying. I'm trying to
We're
do
trying
my
to
little part. I'm trying to keep
Yeah.
myself sane. You know.
Yeah, we gotta
along
stay
with
out of
everything else.
we try to stay out of what all the craziness, and we were doing that for a while, and it got a little out of hand. It was like, just goddamn,
Oh yeah.
we can only do that so much. It's like,
Yeah.
let's just fucking talk about stories of life and fucking laugh our asses off, and enjoy it. It's too much shit going on. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But we're finding. Yeah, we're just trying
It's
to
the only
find our
life we
way,
got.
man.
Might as well enjoy it.
Yeah, we
That's
did
it,
almost
people.
we did a fucking hour and 42 minutes, bro.
We got this. All right.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
it's like nothing.
Yeah. I know. I know.
You guys,
I
yeah,
know.
man. So what do you do? You gonna load this up? Like
Yeah,
download it?
when after we cut it, I'll talk to you. Because what
Yeah.
it is
yeah.
since I go through StreamYard, it's a streaming thing. So if I have to, I don't want to download it and then upload it again to YouTube. So I just put it on through the streaming.
Yeah.
Like right now the episode's gonna end. Okay.
Right.
As soon as it ends, I gotta do my little thing, title,
Okay. Yeah.
and then I play it. So it's
Yeah.
pre-recorded, but it's live because I'm not touching it unless I have to. I don't want to touch it. You know
This
what
is
I'm
a great
saying?
show. We
If I
don't need
gotta
to touch it.
most likely I don't want to fucking even put it up.
We
I'm not an
were on the
editor.
roll
No,
before
man.
Kevin came on too, so I was like, it's just been a straight fucking. Everything's been great.
Yeah,
Funny shit.
We're on a fucking
Good
roll.
times.
Yeah,
Good times.
Yeah, we're burning. This one's burning.
It's funny because he's like, I guess he ain't coming on, and then boop,
All right.
there you are.
Yeah,
Voila.
yeah, that's right. That's right. So, all right,
All right.
guys, I'll see you.
Like,
I'll talk to you
comment,
soon.
subscribe.
I'm low.
It's a
tech,
podcastrophe.
but still,
It's
yeah.
a podcast.
I wasn't getting.
You got it, my friend. You got it.
Guys, it's a Podcastrophe. Cycling. Think of a second stance. All right, man. Later, dudes.